The funny thing is, a lot of people believe that you cannot get a business loan without income proof. And in today's conversation, I want to say they're wrong because I'll be showing you that there are actually loans out there. As a matter of fact, 5 large business loans that do not require income proof. And we're speaking up to $1 million stated income business loans. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? Hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I will be speaking to you about 5 rare, huge business loans without income proof. We are speaking again about up to $1 million stated income business loans. Right off the bat, I just want to answer the question. Yes, you can actually get a business loan without showing proof of income. The only thing is that there is a trade-off that you need to have. So if you don't want to show proof of income or you are not in the capacity to show those data, you better have stellar credit. Not really stellar, we're speaking about good credit, at least 650, okay? And so if you have 650 to 850, you can actually just get the loan without showing proof of income. One thing that's very important to understand is that not a lot of people have that kind of stellar credit, and I understand that. So there are 2 other ways you can actually beef up your credit application, your loan application, and get the no income proof business loan that you seek. You can either seek a co-applicant with stellar credit. This could be your spouse, it could be a friend, it could be a business partner, or you can agree to collateralize the loan fully or partially. So when I'm speaking about collateralizing the loan, we are speaking about pledging either personal assets or business assets. Okay, you can also sign a personal guarantee statements that kind of helps you get the loan that you need. Okay, so when you hear the terms business loans without income proof or stated income business loans, those 2 terms are interchangeable. They are identical. Okay, and one thing that I also want to say here is that the loans I'll be talking to you today about, they are available in all 50 states. So whether you are in Alaska or Hawaii, I'm not picking on those 2 states, but you can still qualify, okay? Another thing I want to say here is that we made sure that the application process is very simple. No need to actually go through some convoluted paperwork. No. You have 1 page, maximum minutes, 5 minutes, and you can actually apply it online. And our recommendation is to actually give a call. You want to contact the lender first, so you have an idea of all the requirements before you actually start the paperwork. But it's 1 page. You don't have to show proof of income, but you just need to provide your social because they will need to check your credit score. One thing I also want to say before I get into the actual rankings is that I want to share with you the pros and cons of no income proof business loans. So what are the pros here? Obviously, you have reduced to no documentation provided for decision making, right? You have speed processing times on no doc fundings, and usually you can have the funds within a day or 2, which is really great. I mean, I want you to compare that with banks and credit unions that they're just there, they're dragging their feet and checking a lot of paperwork. But when you have a no income proof business loans, you get the cash real quick. And the third element here is that you don't have to turn down, again, you don't have to hire auditors or CPAs to sort of ascertain the accuracy of the data in your financial statements. So those are the pros. What about the cons? The thing here is that rates may be higher than that of traditional financing. Traditional financing, I'm speaking about credit unions and banks, okay? And the fees may cost more than traditional loans. So here, in terms of fees, you can have origination fees, right? You can have closing fees and all that kind of stuff. One thing I need to say here, folks, never pay a loan origination fee unless you are approved for the loan. Because we've in our research, we've seen a lot of scammers out there who would basically set up a website and then just collect cash in terms of fees from very naive applicants. So please, okay. Another drawback here is that terms may be shorter in duration. So if you want to have a business loan without proof of income, you probably will be having a maturity of 2 years or less. So be prepared, because this thing has consequences on your budget. And those kind of loans may not offer some flexibility in terms of repayments, but also in terms of modification. And the loan amounts also may be limited. In today's conversation, we have seen the maximum limit is $1 million. Before I get into the nitty-gritty, please check out this short video. This is our loan evaluation approach. We do have a rigorous methodology when it comes to categorizing, reviewing, and listing business loans on this show. Check this out. Number 5, folks, we have here Payment Cloud. Our score, 8/10. So with Payment Cloud, you have a $1 million. This is a business loan without income proof, okay? And you have an easy application process. We love the fact that they have a quick turnaround, really, and very streamlined approval, no documentation required, zero collateral here, and it's very simple structure, flexible repayments. One thing I want to say here is you want to contact them first, because Payment Cloud actually does a lot of things, but they do have a very specialized team that focuses on business loans, especially the no income proof business loans. Okay, and you can also get approved for multiple loans, because this is actually a loan marketplace. And depending upon the needs that you have, you can actually get approved for multiple loans. And we have seen that a lot of borrowers in the past have enjoyed borrowing from Payment Cloud. They do offer invoice financing, merchant cash advance, business line of credit, and short-term business loans. And their requirements in terms of your FICO score oscillate between 650 and 690. Okay, so if you are in that range, or you can find actually a co-applicant who is in that range, you should be good to go. And in terms of repayments, they will allow you to repay them within 18 months to 24 months. So you can see that when you compare that with a traditional lender, the term here is limited, right? We're speaking 18 months to 2 years versus 5 years or 7 years that you sometimes get with traditional lenders. But yeah, so this is it for Payment Cloud. Another thing I want to say before closing here on Payment Cloud is that if you're interested on their merchant cash advance products, please go for it. There are 2 products that they offer that we believe are superior. Their merchant cash advance products and the business line of credit. So in case you're not familiar with the MCA, also known as a business cash advance, the MCA grants a lump sum of money to be given to the business owner, okay, in exchange for a percentage of future credit card sales. So you need to have electronic card sales. You need to have either debit card sales or credit card sales. You can't have cash sales and be eligible for an MCA. So that's the first product that we love with Payment Cloud. The second product is the business line of credit. They have great terms. You might want to give them a call and just check those 2 products out. Number 4, folks, we have here Unsecured Finances. Our score, 8.5/10. We have actually covered Unsecured Finances on other shows. This is another great player. We love the fact that they actually have a comprehensive solution. They have an all-in-one solution. All industries are allowed. Cash-only businesses are allowed. This is really great because a lot of players in this sector do not allow cash-only businesses. I just told you, if you want to qualify for an MCA or invoice factoring, a lot of players don't want you to have cash-only businesses, but Unsecured Finances does allow that. This is pretty good. You only need to have a FICO score of a 650 minimum. Okay, home-based businesses are allowed. Think about that. Are you currently working from home? That's pretty good, because you want to give Unsecured Finances a call, because they'll take care of you. Okay, you don't have to show anything. You don't have to show income taxes. You don't have to show financial statements. You don't have to show anything. You just need to show, or at least give them, your social. Okay, and what we love here is that with Unsecured Finances, you are actually making monthly payments. This is pretty cool. No daily payments, no weekly payments. You are making monthly payment. Think about it. Think about it. Think about the positive impact on your liquidity, on your budget. Because a lot of players in this field, they want you to make payments on a daily basis. From Stripe to PayPal to QuickBooks, to all the big players, they want you to make daily payments. With Unsecured Finances, you are having a monthly payment schedule. So this is pretty good. And you can actually qualify up to $500,000. Okay, so here the amount is consequential, up to $500,000. And we love the fact that, again, they have a great team out there. If you are interested in getting a loan, a business loan without income proof from Unsecured Finances, I recommend that you contact them. You have a conversation with them. You explain to them your needs. You explain to them the sector you're in, because their solutions are different based on the sector that you are in, and also in the states you are calling from. But the good thing here is that they cover the whole 50 states. All right, so this is pretty much it. And they also have what we love the fact that they do have a pretty reasonable APRs. Number 3, folks, we have here advanced points. Our score, 9/10. Wonderful player. Here, this lender is great, not only because they allow you to be pre-approved. Think about that. So you can actually have an idea of how much you can get without actually risking a hard pull. So you can be pre-approved for up to $500,000. And once you're approved, again, the maximum you can get is $500,000. The FICO score that they require is 680. Okay, with advanced point, they want you to have at least 680. Sometimes they can go as low as 640, but if you have 660, that's a nice middle. Okay, and the cool thing here is that they actually will take care of you within a day. In other words, they'll actually fund you if you have all the paperwork. Actually, there's no much paperwork required. It's just a matter of the amount. So if the amount you are asking is kind of high, then yes, they're not going to grant you they're not going to approve you the same day. But if you have, let's say you are asking for 5 digits, right? 90,000 or 75 grand, they could approve you within a day. But if you're asking for $500,000 or $400,000, this will probably take a couple of days. Okay. What we love with Advanced Point is that they also have a streamlined application process. Okay, you will not be declined based on your documentation. They will not actually pressure you to send them some audited financial statements. No. Another thing here is that they cover a lot of industries compared to others, and in some cases they also cover, in our view, the industries that some banks or credit unions qualify as controversial. I'm speaking about, for instance, cannabis industry, right? This is something that Advanced Point, if you have the right setup, the right business, they will finance that. And the cool thing about Advanced Point is that besides no income proof business loans, they also have all kinds of other business loans. They have, for instance, low documentation business loans, so low doc business loans. They have no doc business loans, okay? And one thing you need to understand here is that you can use the money for everything. No restriction whatsoever on the loan that you are getting, on the money you're getting from Advanced Point. You can use the money for cash flows, advertising, marketing, equipment, inventory, or supplies, you name it. You can hire new employees. You can use the money for emergency cash. This is kind of cool. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I'm still having a conversation with you today about 5 rare business loans without income proof. We are speaking, of course, about stated income business loans, okay? And number 2, Clarify Capital. Our score, 9.5 over 10. With Clarify Capital, you can actually get up to $750,000, okay? That's the maximum here. And we love the fact that they, again, have a streamlined process. So you have a four steps here. You get started, you can actually apply online, or you can call them directly. They have a toll-free number, and this is the number is 877-838-3919. Again, the number is 877-838-3919. There is no fee or obligation, and the whole online application process takes less than 2 minutes. Think about that. 2 minutes and you're done. And so once you apply, you will get matched, because Clarify is not a direct lender. They are a marketplace lender. So they have in their network more than 75 to 95 lenders. And what they will do is that they will actually just sort of push your application to their lenders. And once that happens, you'll have a dedicated advisor who will contact you. Okay, they will work with you. And so you'll see the options. You'll get offers. And your advisor at Clarify will work with you to choose the best option, again, based on your business goals. And so at the end of the day, it's all about actually instead of going to, I would say, a single lender and applying, just apply to a marketplace lender. So the fourth step is to get funded. So once you are approved, guess what? You get access to your capital in as little as 24 hours. 24 hours, folks. 24 hours. And the cool thing here is that once you get the cash, your advisor will continue to work with you. I mean, we really love that, because here is a lender who really cares about borrowers before, during, and after the application process. This is pretty good, okay? And one thing you need to understand is that Clarify Capital has a constellation of business loans, including stated income business loans. They also have a short-term business loans, low doc equipment financing, business cash advances, no doc business line of credit, and invoice factoring. So something just food for thought. Number one, folks, when we speak about rare business loans without income proof, our favorite is the Brass Financial Group. Our score, 10 over 10. I mean, this group, they really specialize in no income business loans, okay? And the cool thing here is that they give you a no doc, no hassle business loan offers that make it easy to get the capital your business needs when you need it. At the end of the day, they just want you to have a high credit score. That's the only thing. Their loan amounts oscillate from $10,000 to $500,000. Now, this is pretty good, right? The credit score is kind of high, so you need to have at least 720. You got to have a credit score of 720 to qualify for this loan. As I said earlier at the beginning of today's conversation, if you don't have that credit score, what do you do? Talk to me. What do you do? I said it before. 2 things. You got to do 2 things. Either you find someone who can co-apply with you on the loan. This could be a business partner. It could be a spouse. It can be a friend, whomever that person is. So you want to have someone who has stellar credit. That's number 1. Or number 2, you agree to fully or partially collateralize the loan. That way, you can cover your ass, and Brass Financial Group can cover theirs as well, right? It's all about sharing, if you will, sharing the risk. And in terms of the Brass Financial Group, the closing times is 5 days or less, okay? And there is no proof of income required. And they actually lend nationwide, so whatever you are, they'll take care of you. And we love the fact that they have pretty interesting APRs also. They have APRs that go all the way to 4.99%. Think about that. That's just wonderful, right? And the whole application process, guess what? Takes between 5 and 10 minutes. Okay? You don't have all you need to send them is your SSN. No financial statements, no audited sales projections, whatever. No. Pretty straightforward. And the one thing you need to do is you can use the money for a lot of stuff. You can use the cash to consolidate business debt, for inventory purchases, for working capital, for capital improvements, anything you want. That's your call. And I think you should, if you're interested, give them a call and you can start the conversation. Now, I do have a bonus for you. I know that I was just saying earlier that I only have 5 rare business loans without income proof, but if you have made it so far, I have a bonus for you. And we have another player that we have actually come across while doing research for this video, and that is Funding Pilot. Our score, 7.5 over 10. The only thing is that this is not a business loan. This is a stated income line of credit. In other words, this is a business line of credit without income proof. Okay. At the end of the day, it's all about having the cash, right? Either you have the cash as a line of credit or you have the cash as a loan. Cash is cash. And in terms of what are the characteristics of this product? So the amount will oscillate from $5,000 to $250,000. Okay, $5K to $250,000. No income verification, no financial documentation. All industries are eligible. Phew. Mamma mia, this is really cool. And you have a 0% interest for the first 6 to 24 months. The only thing here is that you must be a legal U.S. business entity. Of course, that makes sense. And minimum credit score requirement, 680. Did you hear that? 680, okay? So in the event you don't meet the minimum credit requirements, a cosigner can be used to qualify. And remember that I've always said that a cosigner does not need to be affiliated to the business. This person can be a business partner, of course, but that person can also be a spouse, can be a friend, can be a family member. That's totally your choice, okay? So if you're interested in this product, I would say that you want to contact Funding Pilot at 1-888-460-4518. The number again is 1-888-460-4518, okay? Or you can email them at support@thefundingpilot.com. And the most important thing I would say here is that you just need to meet the credit score requirements. Once you have that, everything just starts from there. Of course, you need to have a legally structured business, of course, right? You got to have, you can be a sole proprietorship, or you can be a legit business, an LLC, LP, an S Corp, a C Corp, but you need to have a legit business. And then once you call them up, they will work with you. But this, again, is not a business loan. It is a business line of credit. And you can use the money for everything. There is no restriction as to the use of funds. All right, folks, this is the end of today's conversation. I was speaking to you about 5 rare business loans without income proof. And number 1, we have the Brass Financial Group, 10 over 10. Number 2, we have Clarified Capital, 9.5 over 10. Number 3, we have Advanced Point, 9 over 10. Number 4, we have Unsecured Finances. Our score is 8.5 over 10. Number 5, we have Payment Cloud, 8 over 10. And the bonus, last but not the least, we have Funding Pilot, 7.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I will speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.